Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. St. Michael High School welcomes you to the battleground for tonight's basketball matchup between the BELAIRE Bengals and your St. Michael Warriors. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we say a prayer before tonight's contest, followed by the playing of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we're about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game today. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. And now, the national anthem performed by the Big Red Band from Warriorland. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting BELAIRE Bengals. Starting at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 5, Trevon Simmons. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineup. First, for the visiting BELAIRE Bengals. Starting at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 5, Trevon Simmons. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 3, Trenton Brown. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 0, Keelan Augustin. At forward, a 5'10" junior, number 15, Sydney Gustave. And at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 12, John Anderson III. Assistant coach for the Bengals, Fred Worley. Lawrence Hayes. Head coach, Myron Smothers. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your St. Michael Warriors. Starting at forward, a 6'11" junior, number 21, Rocco! At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Boogie Livingston! At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Colt Edgecombe. And at guard, a 6'1" junior, number 1, C.J. Livingston. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 0, Kai Harvey. Assistant coaches for the Warriors, Landon Dugas, Billy Reeves, Teague Manuel, and Jude Hardy. Head coach, Drew Hart. Play ball. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the battleground for the boys game, boys basketball, taking on District 6-4A opponent, the BELAIRE Bengals. Again, I'm Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics. Excited to be here for some more hoops. Saw the first game, the Lady Warriors in a boat racing 67-1 over the BELAIRE Lady Bengals. Try to go for the sweep tonight. The boys coming into tonight's contest sitting at number 14 in the Division II select playoff standings with a 12-10 record, and BELAIRE coming into tonight sitting at 32 seed with a 9-15 record in Division II. And the Warriors win the tip. BCJ inside, Rock lays it on in. Warriors coming out in the press. Almost get, yep, they get the turnover. Up ahead, CJ slams it down. And timeout call by the Bengals. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Warriors up 4-0 here. 7:23 left to go in the first quarter. Warriors again going to stay in that press. Miller almost turns it back over. Jumper from the corner, knocked down by number 5, Simmons. After he created a little space with his shoulder. CJ taking it in, foul going to be called. Foul going to be on number 0, Keelan Augustin. CJ at the line, knocks down the first. And hits both. CJ 2 for 2. Almost with a theft there. Edgecombe just a hair too late. Warriors coming out in there man-to-man. Warriors been playing around with a lot of different looks on defense. Playing some man, playing some 1-3-1 trap, playing a little 1-2-2. They'll sink into a 2-3. A variety of defenses. And there's Simmons, hits the 3. So 6-5. BELAIRE's knocked down both of their shots. Rock inside, turn around, misses it, gets his own rebound, back up, and the foul. Rock going to the line to shoot a couple. Fouls on number 10, who was not in the starting lineup. And he's out there on the court to start the game. Rock misses the first and misses the second, so both free throws off. And lost out of bounds, turnover, BELAIRE. Edgecombe running the point for the Warriors. Good to see Boogie Levinson back out there. Missed a good bit of the season in the beginning especially before Christmas. And the charge is going to be called on Rock. Kind of gave a little bit too much on the shoulder there. But Boogie missed all that portion of the season up through Christmas. But he's been back since the Christmas break. Good to have him back out there. He just kind of worked his way back into the starting lineup now. And there's Boogie poking it away. CJ from the free throw line. Too strong. Edgecom. A lot of contact, no foul. Harvey, a little off. Foul going to be called on number 10. Kai going to go to the line to shoot 3. Harvey knocks first. 1 down. 2 more coming up for the senior guard. And gets the roll. Sub coming in, number 11, checking in for BELAIRE. Harvey too strong on the third, so 2 out of 3. 8-2 or 8-5 is your score here early. Warriors still in that press. Harvey picks the pocket of Anderson, and it'll be a turnover. And short on the hook shot. Boogie trying to save it. Deflected, stolen. Boogie came up with it, and the charge is going to be called. Nice job of the Bengals to be able to step in and take that charge. Got a sub. Number 1 checking in for BELAIRE. Simmons partially blocked. Rock throws it down. And number 1 lays it on up and in. CJ going baseline, lays it in. Good job by CJ to attack the basket right there. I know that's something that Coach Hart and staff has been trying to impress into CJ, is to attack the basket more. He gets the steal and the layup there. Simmons in the lane, can't hit. That foul's on Kai Harvey, his first. Simmons at the line to shoot. Hits the first. Checking in is number 15, Sydney Gustave, along with number 11. BELAIRE using all their All their bullets on their bench for the Warriors checking in. Number 24, Beck Moraine. And number 35, Braxton Rodrigue. Moraine, the senior, Rodrigue, the junior. Harvey baseline floater, up and in. Nice job by Kai. Off that left baseline. Off that right baseline, excuse me. Three-pointer missed. Boogie trying to thread the needle. Loose ball picked up by Harvey. And on the line, that'll be a turnover for the Warriors. That's just their first. Something the Warriors have had a little bit of a problem with somewhat lately is the turnover bug. But that's just their first of this ball game. And foul going to be called as Gustave attacked the basket. That's going to be the first on CJ. Gustave at the line. Shoot. This is the first. And hits the second, so 1 out of 2 for Gustave. Rodrigue, the lefty, hits it. Braxton Rodrigue for 3. That is Braxton Rodrigue, who is a very good three-point shooter. The lefty with the smooth stroke. And driving is Augustine. Missed it, but foul on number 30, Maddox Watson, who just checked in just a minute ago. Augustine misses badly. Number 4 coming in for BELAIRE. And hits the second. BELAIRE consistently 1 out of 2 from the line. CJ trying to attack, going to the dunk, just a little short. Simmons throws a knuckleball up there. Offensive board by the Bengals. And tie-up called. It'll be BELAIRE ball, baseline out of bounds. Boogie checking in for his brother. Boogie in for CJ, and he picks it off. Boogie on the run, lays it up and in, and the foul, and 1. Boogie can go to the line to the old-fashioned three-point play. Number 1 and number 3, Trenton Brown, checking in. Boogie knocks down the free throw to complete the three-point play. Warriors 22-10. Gustave misses it. Rebounded by Augustine. Threw it up. Couldn't hit it. Boogie from the corner for three. Short. Watson, rebound. Can't get it to fall. And out of bounds. It'll be baseline underneath with just 1 second on the clock. Got to get it up. Augustine, too strong, and that'll do it. 22-10, the end of one. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Getting the second quarter underway. Warriors up big, 22-10 here. A really, really nice first quarter for the Warriors, only turning the ball over one time, forcing 8 turnovers. CJ with 8 in that quarter. Andrew DeBarbery out there to start the quarter. And there's a turnover. Boogie tried to dump it inside to Beck, who looked like he was getting ready to get rebounding position and was not expecting that pass. And Colt picks it off. DeBarbery gets out of there. Edgecombe getting high to get that ball. Rodrigue too strong. Moraine with the rebound. Foul going to be called on his back. I think they're going to get Anderson. Beck going to go to the line to shoot. Sinks the first. And gets both. Job right there by Beck. Knocked down both free throws. 24-10. Warriors still in that press. Simmons gets through it. Anderson knocked away, but Brown came up with it and then thrown out of bounds. Another turnover for BELAIRE. Lots of subs in here for the Warriors. Harvey, CJ, Rock, and number 10, Cam Bowie checking in. KB coming in for the first time. CJ trying to lob it into Rock. Kind of short-armed it. And it's out of bounds. Brown almost lost it again. From the corner, line drive shot, no good. Rock with the board. Anderson going to get called for the foul. away, picked up by number 1, and lays it in. A little miscommunication there between a couple of Warrior players. Created that open, fast break. Poked away, number 1 again. Lays it in. And timeout Warriors. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Here's the Warriors. Turn it over a couple times. Creates a couple of easy buckets for BELAIRE, who hadn't got really anything easy. DeBarbery hits it. Andrew DeBarbery for 3. And thrown away by the Bengals. So the Warriors create the turnover that time after having turned it over a couple times themselves. Rock turns. Right back to him in the middle of the lane. Good job, Rock. Over the left shoulder. A little hook. And Harvey going to get hit with a foul. That'll be his second. And Boogie will check back in for the Warriors. Comes a screen. Simmons fires, no good. So Simmons, who got off to a really hot start, is not hit another bucket. Boogie's shot partially blocked. And another steal for the Warriors. CJ for 3. Hits it, CJ Levingston for 3. And timeout call by BELAIRE. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Warriors up 32-14. Here, 4:12 left to go in the half. And stolen away. CJ picks it up, can't hit the short jumper. Gets the rebound, goes up, and hits it, and the foul. And one coming your way. Like Braxton Rodrigue back in the ball game for the Warriors. It'll be Rodrigue, CJ Boogie, Colt, and Rock. So CJ going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play here. Knocks it down. Completes it. Got 14. Now to lead all scorers. He's got the same amount of points. Rock blocks it. And again, Rock with the big block. Back-to-back swats from the big man from the Sudan. And great defense there. They're going to think they're going to get Colt. Going to get Edgecomb with the reach in. Yeah, they got Colt with the foul. His first. But Rock with two big swats right there. Simmons at the line. Misses the first. And Simmons hits the second. So that's been the MO for BELAIRE. They've missed one and hit one. So 50% from the line. 35-15. And Rodriguez entry pass. Stolen. Simmons with the floater, rims in and out. Again, Simmons hit his first two and hasn't been able to hit since then. Rodriguez lays it in. Braxton Rodriguez to the bucket, gets the lay-in. Number one, little fadeaway, can't hit. Loose ball picked up by Simmons. Simmons got the bank. The bank was open that time for Simmons. Again, he hadn't hit one in a while. Finally had to go bank. Rodriguez for three. So Braxton Rodriguez comes right back down and answers. Long baseball pass up ahead. And almost turned over. Beck Moraine checks in. Rock gonna check out. Looks like Gustave in for BELAIRE. Bogey with the steal. Up ahead to Colt. Over to Rodriguez and the lay-in. Foul on Braxton Rodriguez. Be sideline inbounds. Sub coming in for the Warriors. Maddox Watson checking in for CJ. Who sits down with 14 points here in the first half. As we're down around about 1:15 left to go in the first half. Can't hit it. Up ahead. Boogie behind the back. Foul. That's on Augustin. It's just his third. Sub. Number 4 coming in for Augustin. Moraine down low. Great post position. Good feed. Nice little turnaround for Beck. Floater, no good, but foul going to be called. Number 11 going to go to the line to shoot. That was on Edgecombe. That's his second. The Barbary in for Edgecombe. And 0 for 2. Correction, 1 for 2 from the line. There, and the foul going to be called back down on the other end on number 11. And that will be Boogie going to the line. It'll be his second time at the charity stripe. He completed the and one earlier. And he hits the first. 0 for 2. And hits both. Warriors now opening up a 27-point lead here as the first half is ticking down, and traveling turnover. Boogie gonna trigger it in. Warriors gonna get the last shot here and knocked out. 3 seconds left. Rodrigue, too strong, and that'll do it for the first half. 46-19, Warriors up. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay, payroll made personal. Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582. or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation. Grounds Crew, where we make your outdoor space extraordinary.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here from the battleground. Again, I'm Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics. Warriors up big, 46-19 on the BELAIRE Bengals in this District 6-4A matchup. Scoring at the half. First for the visiting BELAIRE Bengals, number 5, Trey Simmons with 10. Number 1 with 6. And then you had 3 players with 1 point. Number 0, Augustin. Number 15, Gustave, and number 11. And then for the Warriors, C.J. Levingston leading all scorers with 14. Braxton Rodrigue with 10. Kai Harvey with 4 points. Boogie Levingston with 5. Rock Cow with 6. Beck Moran with 4. And Andrew DeBarbery with 3. So that'll round out the scoring here. At the half, we got under 30 seconds till second half gets underway. Warriors up by 27 here at that 35-point threshold. Just a reminder, we hit that running clock. And we aren't that far away here from that. Join us tomorrow morning as we will be out at the we'll just call it the frozen tundra of Warrior Stadium for an 11 a.m. kickoff for the boys soccer team. It is going to be one cold soccer game, one cold game of footy out there. So as they take on McKinley in their final district matchup of the season, in their second to last, the penultimate game of their regular season, as they are about to head into the playoffs, which will be announced next week. Then join us on Monday. We'll have girls soccer in their last game of the season. Been a while since we've had the girls on. There's Rock with a lay-in underneath. Been a while since we had the girls soccer team on. But we will have them taking on Liberty on Monday. And then we'll be right back here in the battleground for a big one coming up next Friday, as both basketball teams will be taking on Westfell in a big district rivalry. Lady Warriors both Warrior teams looking to get that district championship. Colt Edgecombe for 3. So that's what's coming up here. And then we'll have we'll definitely have 1, if not 2, soccer playoff games, and we have a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. 6:47 left to go in the third. We'll be back. And we are back. 51-19. Warriors up by 32. And Boogie almost gets the steal. And then Simmons throws it away. Turnover, Bengals. Boogie up ahead to Rock, and he lays it in, and 1 coming up. The Rock now with 10. Looking to add 1 more to that. And he does, knocks down the free throws, so completes the old-fashioned three-point play. He now has 11. And stolen that time by Boogie. Up ahead. Rock for 3, too strong. CJ bats it out to Boogie. Edgecombe hits the 3, another one. Colt Edgecombe with 2 trays here in the second half. Colt knocks it away. Number 1 from the corner hits the 3. He was behind the goal in the corner and hit that one. Harvey, baseline, lays it in. Nice job by Kai Harvey. He hit a floater going baseline a little earlier, that time with the layup. Going baseline, CJ pokes it away, and he comes up with the steal. Too strong on the 3. Now we've hit that 35-point mark. It's up 37 right now, 59-22. And Boogie turns it over. Number 10 lays it up and in. His first bucket. Now it's back to 35. CJ inside the Rock. Going up over that left hand or that left shoulder. Gets it to go. I like to see Rock try to go over that right shoulder. So you can develop a little bit of a left hand in there. It's the kind of game where you maybe try to work on something like that and see if you can find a move to counter that little right hand hook. Pull up, Harvey, too strong. Battle for the board. Rock with a swat. Again, that's the 3rd block for Rock. And we got a hockey line shift here for the Warriors. Like number 12, Jacob Farr, going to make his return to the court. He's been out with an injury for a couple of weeks. Beck Moraine, Braxton Rodrigue, Maddox Watson, and Andrew DeBarbery checking in for the Warriors. And the 3's hit by Simmons. He's hit 3 of those. Watson down the middle of the lane, kick. Too far. Farr turns it over. And then a tie-up. There's the first Coach Teague Manuel tie-up in the game tonight. Moraine inside. Little turnaround jumper. Can't hit it. Bengals with the offensive or the defensive board. Kick out. Number 10. Toe on the line. He hit the long 2-pointer. As they say, the worst shot in basketball is the toe on the line jumper. Rodrigue from the corner. Too strong on the 3. Rebound, Bengals. And battle for the ball. Rodrigue on the ground. He wins it. Great job by Rodrigue to get on the floor, come up with that loose ball. Moraine gets it in. Nice job by Beck. BELAIRE running some offense here. Watson reaches in, gets hit with the foul. It's gonna be his 2nd foul. Couple subs about to come in for the Bengals. 2 of them, number 4 and number 3, Trent Brown. 63-29 is the score. Warriors up by 34. Farr knocks it away in the steal. Watson lays it on in. Maddox Watson first bucket as we now hit 1 minute left to go in the 3rd. Again, we're in the running clock portion of the program as we've hit that 35 points. Even when it does go below 35, the clock does not stop And knocked out of bounds, or no, foul going to be called. Shots coming up for number 2. Fouls on Beck there. It's just his first. Ladies and gentlemen, barring anything unforeseen, we're going to be out of here before 8:30 tonight. Warriors going to pick up another win here as we tick down right towards the end of the third. Another 1 out of 2 trip for BELAIRE. Kick, Watson, short, and that'll do it. 65-30 Warriors. Up huge. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Thank you for joining us on the Warrior Broadcast Network. Again, I'm Coach Craig Taylor, voice of Warrior Athletics. As we head down the stretch of the winter sports seasons, soccer finishing up their last couple of games of the season. Basketball has now hit the girls of past the halfway point in district. They got 3 ball games left. Boys hitting about the halfway point in district. They got a handful of games left. And playoffs are coming at you. Spring sports about to get started. CJ on the run. And lost the handle of the ball. Stepped on the line. He got bumped as he was about to gather to go up. And ended up turning the ball over. He was trying to angle for a slam there, trying to throw one down. Just didn't really have the angle or the opportunity. 3 ball, Simmons misses. Gets it back. Throws up an air ball. Throws up a knuckle ball in the air of an air ball. Rock, another block. That is the rock that the Warriors need to see right there, being aggressive, going up for the blocks. Champ Williams, who checked in the ball game, gets it to go. The all-state defensive lineman for the Warriors, just a sophomore. He is going to be one special football player, ladies and gentlemen. And he is a very physical basketball player. That's a name that you're going to be hearing about possibly nationally here in the next couple of years. Champ is stand out on the football field. Along with a couple of his other teammates, the Livingston brothers as well. Boogie had an outstanding sophomore season, first year starting at quarterback. And then CJ, his second year starting at wide receiver and corner, had an absolutely fantastic season as well. And Warriors look like they're going to clear the bench. Rock just short on the 3. And Warriors are going to start clearing the bench over there. Up ahead, and Simmons lays it in. Yeah, they're going to have a whole hockey line shift here. Sub all 5 off the floor in just a minute at the next dead ball. CJ hasn't scored in the second half until now. He now has 16. 69-33 is your score. As the Warriors are going to be cruising to their 13th victory of the year. Champ, foul. And substitutions. Kai Harvey, Richie Aiken, Jacob Farr, Jared Stinson, and Joe Bourgeois checking in. Jared, a.k.a. Sticks, Stinson. That ball's off the top of the backboard. Richie Aiken with the rebound, looking up the floor. Joe Bourgeois, the lefty, dishes it inside to Sticks. Farr thought about taking that three. You had two lefty sharpshooters out there. Jacob Farr likes to shoot that three ball, and also Joe Bourgeois likes to shoot it from deep. And foul going to be called. That one is going to be on Harvey. That's his third. And Bourgeois, another dual sport player, basketball, football. He's also kind of like Boogie, had his season basically cut almost pretty much in half. He had suffered an injury towards the end of the football season as well. In the playoff game, he and Boogie both went down with injuries, which took away a little bit of their basketball season. But they're back and healthy now. 69-34, Farr for three. Hits it, Jacob Farr for three. Jacob Farr hits it from afar. And BELAIRE comes back down and responds with a bucket. Kai dishes, Sticks, short on the layup, got his own rebound, put it back in. Sticks, all he wanted to do right there is just pad his stats a little bit. He wanted the offensive rebound and the points. 10 going baseline, throws it to the bench, and turnover. Harvey checking out, Andrew DeBarbery going to check in, so the senior Kai Harvey going to take a seat. Again, join us tomorrow morning from the frozen tundra of Warrior Stadium as the boys soccer team takes on McKinley at 11 a.m. I'll be up in the nice, warm, cozy press box while everybody else is down there freezing in what's supposed to be sub-freezing wind chill in the 20s and whatnot. Good luck to them. Nice job by Sticks. And then again on Monday, girls soccer going to wrap up their season as they take on Liberty at Warrior Stadium, at the pitch at Warrior Stadium. Should be a little warmer for that game. 3-ball from number 1 for BELAIRE. And then we have a huge one here from the Battleground as the Warriors take on West Feliciana in what is going to be a big-time game to determine district honors. Both the basketball teams will be on the road on Tuesday, taking on at Broadmoor, taking on the Bucks. Three from Simmons, short. We are down under a minute. And that one is almost turned over. Richie Aiken lays it up and in. And Richie Aiken gets on the board with a bucket. Good for the junior there. Off the side of the backboard. And bucket for number 4. 78-42. 36-point lead. Barbery, Aiken for 3. Hits it, Richie Aiken for 3. And that's just about going to do it As we are about to tick down to 0, Simmons gets up one last shot, and it's short, and that'll do it. Your final score, Walia's 81, BELAIRE 42. Again, on behalf of myself, Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, and the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you good night, God bless, stay warm, and go Warriors.